Hi guys! So for today's video, we're in a new spot in my room because my little corner, it was a little too bright. How are we doing today? I hope you're having a good day. I wasn't gonna film today, but I just felt like it. I went to the beach with my friend. When I was at the beach, I started thinking about how last summer I went to the beach a few times alone and how it was so fun. I had a great time. And then I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a damn minute.
More people need to hear about this. Not just going to the beach alone, but just being alone. Going out alone. Going places alone. That's what I want to talk about today. If you want to be the most confident version of yourself, you need to learn how to be alone.
Slay!
And I think I've touched on this a few times in other videos, but I've never really gotten into it and the importance of being alone. Honestly, last year, I did a lot of things alone. I went to Cheesecake Factory by myself, which honestly, to this day, is the craziest thing I've ever done alone. We get so scared about being alone because we think people are judging us. They're not. People really do not care. If you see someone out by themselves, you probably never look at them twice. If I see someone alone, honestly, my first thought is like, good for them. I want to do that. People really don't care. And if they do, that literally means they have nothing better to do. But for the most part, people just don't care. I went to the beach a few times by myself, which is great. I would highly recommend. That's probably one of the best things to do when you're kind of first going out by yourself is the beach, because there are so many people there who are also by themselves. And then there are just families. Definitely no one is paying attention to you. I love going to the beach by myself. Oh, I go shopping by myself all the time. Throw on your headphones. Don't pay attention to anyone. Go shopping by yourself. I go thrifting by myself all the time. And it's great. I honestly prefer it because if I go with friends, then they take all the clothes that I want. Just go grab coffee by yourself. You don't even have to sit at the place. Just go grab it. Go on a walk by yourself. I mean, these are small steps that will eventually take you up to going to dinner by yourself. Something about being alone that you've probably heard so many times, but I'm gonna repeat it, is that being alone is better than being in bad company. That is the truth. Let me tell you. Being alone is so much better, so much more worth it, so much better for your mental and physical health than being with toxic people all the time. You have such a better time with yourself. When you're with yourself, are you really alone? No, you're with yourself. If you try to chase people who don't really care about you or who take you for granted, you're never gonna get anywhere. If someone or people want to be there for you, they will be there, period. You will never have to chase them. Instead of chasing, just be alone. When you're with people who don't care about you and who are toxic and who put you down and who don't make you feel good, you feel alone. And not in like a independent, taking yourself out on dates way. The worst feeling is feeling alone when you have people around you. It's one thing to feel alone and maybe kind of sad when you're actually by yourself, but to feel alone when people are around you, that is the worst feeling. If you can't learn to be by yourself sometimes and to enjoy your own company, you're gonna just constantly depend on people. And sometimes no one is gonna be there for you. You may have the greatest friends in the world, but other people have things to do and they might not be able to be there for you all the time 24/7. And sometimes you're gonna get put in positions where maybe you wanna spend time with people, but you have to be alone simply because no one is available. In those moments, you have to be okay. Because those moments are going to come inevitably. If those moments give you anxiety and you can't handle those, that's not good. That's not good. Practice being alone because when those moments come inevitably, you'll know how to handle it. Get to a point where when you have to spend time alone, you're excited about it. And as I have said many, many times, you cannot have a romantic relationship with somebody if you do not have a relationship with yourself. And if you are constantly going on dates and you're wondering why they don't work out for you, why all these people suck, it might be because you don't have the best relationship with yourself. You haven't created a strong, firm, good relationship with yourself. You haven't taken yourself out on dates. You haven't bought yourself flowers. You haven't spent time alone with yourself painting your nails or doing whatever. If you are going to be in a successful, loving relationship, you need to be in a successful, loving relationship with yourself first. You have to. And that takes time. That takes time to build. Now, people are distractions. I think distractions are good sometimes, but people are distractions. Friends are distractions. Sometimes we need to process things. Well, say you went through a really hard breakup and you're crying and it's really sad. All you want to do is just cry to your friends, and then after you cry to your friends, you just want to go out and party and just sleep over at your friends and spend time with your friends and distract yourself. Totally normal. And it's okay to do that, but not the entire time. You need to spend some time alone. When you spend time alone, you are forced to process your emotions because you have no one talking to you, no external voices or things going on. All you have is your own thoughts, and you kind of have to process. That's scary, but you have to because they're going to come up regardless. So you could spend spend a year filling your life with distractions. And the minute you're alone, you're gonna think about it. And then all these emotions that you should have processed a year ago are gonna come up. They don't just go away. Process those emotions yourself. And it's okay to get your friends' opinions, but you also need to process it in your own way. You need to feel how you feel about it. I've also brought this up in another video. There will come a time when you won't be alone. Maybe this isn't for everyone, but I think for a lot of people watching, there will be a time when you have a partner and you have someone you're spending the rest of your life with. You won't get the opportunity to have that same alone time. You will spend a lot of your time with this other person. Eventually you might live with them. While you do have the alone time, take advantage of it. There will come a time when you want alone time and you won't really be able to have it. Ignore this. When you are alone, you can find yourself. And I know that sounds like super cliche. It's really easy to compare ourselves. I mean, we are always comparing ourselves, especially with social media. It's so easy. And I don't just mean looks. I mean like things they say and do. It's definitely easy to steer away from who you are. When you spend time alone, you are forced to be yourself. You don't have anyone else to necessarily copy or look at. You kind of have to just do things your way. That's how you become you. When you're alone, you're able to create who you really are. You're not taking off of anybody else. This last summer when I was traveling, for a lot of time I was alone, and it was the first time I really was kind of forced in a position to make my own decisions and do my own things and be me. I didn't really have anyone else to pull from. You need to be alone to do that. Inevitably, you're gonna pull off of other people if you're constantly around other people. You are who you hang out with, and that's not a bad thing at all. I mean, I love who I hang out with. We definitely pull off each other and we have similar personalities, but we've all kind of grown into our own person. That's because we've all had our separate times of spending time alone. I mean, learning to enjoy your own company is so empowering, because I feel like such a big fear in so many people's lives is being alone. If you can take that fear out of yourself, bitch, you're powerful. Like, I hope that this helps some people. This inspired you to spend some time alone. After watching this, I want you to take a walk by yourself. That's it. I love you guys so much. If there are some topics you guys want me to talk about, please feel free to comment. My DMs are always open, so if you ever want to talk about anything, feel free to DM me. I always have my Instagram in the description. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you're having a great week. I hope you're having a great month, and I hope you're having a great year. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. I'm literally gonna flip. Subscribe, like, comment, keep that engagement up. Bye. Love you.